Lasso, Polygon, and Magnetic Lasso tools. Before you start learning about Lasso Tool, let me refresh you with this information about the software. In Photoshop, you are provided with a handful of easy techniques to perform selections in an image or in any document, and you'll learn those tools in the coming tutorials. You can categorize them as different selections, such as rectangular, oval, and freehand selection, selection according to color pixels, and so on. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to perform the selections using Lasso, Polygon Lasso, and Magnetic Lasso tools. This is the Lasso tool. The Polygonal and Magnetic Lasso tools are hidden tools within Lasso Tool. The time-saver shortcut is L. Lasso Tool is quite useful in free-form drawing selections in an image or in any documents. Let's just try it once. Now select the Lasso tool from the toolbar, and then click on the image and draw a selection in the particular area. To end the selection, just release the cursor. All right, it goes fine according to the selection we performed. Or you can also double-click to close the selection. And here you've got a selection using this tool. The options of Lasso Tool are similar to Marquee Tool. Now, let's see how Polygonal Lasso Tool works. This is the Polygon Lasso Tool, and it is used to perform straight edge selections. Now select the tool and perform a selection. Just simply click on the image and start the selection. Drag the cursor and click on the desired points wherever you need. To complete the selection, move the cursor to the beginning of the selection. As you move the cursor to the beginning, we can see a small circle beneath the cursor, and it indicates that we can close the selection, or we can also end the selection by double-clicking anywhere between the selection. Now with the Polygonal Lasso tool, you've performed a straight edge selection. Next up, the Magnetic Lasso tool. This can be used in complex edge selections, as well as for fast selection. Make a note that this tool is not available for 32-bit images. Now then, select the tool, and just simply click and move the cursor over the areas wherever you need a selection. This tool enables us to snap automatically to the edges of the defined area in an image. Make a note of the selection. It snaps the edges like a magnet, as its name indicates. When you are done with it, double-click and close the selection. The options of Magnetic Lasso tool are similar again to the Marquee tool, except for a few. Now you've learned these options in the Marquee tool, and we'll see the rest of the options now. This width option detects the edges only with the specified distance from the pointer. The contrast option detects the sensitivity of the edges. Higher value selects the sharp edges of contrast with the surrounding, while lower value detects the lower contrast edges. You'll just increase the value to the maximum, and then click and move the cursor on any point of the image. As you move the cursor, you'll find the difference using this option. And then double-click the mouse when you're done with it. Frequency option sets the rate of Magnetic Lasso tool while placing the points. The value ranges from 0 to 100. Now here you can click on the option and drag the cursor to adjust the value. Then click and move the cursor on any part of the image so that you can see many points are being added to the selection. When you select the tablet pressure option, it enables us to change the pen width. Using the refined edges option lets us improve the quality of the selecting edges, and you can view the selection against different backgrounds. You can do changes in the parameters such as radius, contrast, smooth, feather, and contract or expand. Over here, you just move the slider to adjust the desired values according to your selection. As you move the slider, you'll see the changes are getting applied to the selection. There is an additional option to preview the changes over here as you move the cursor to the options. And then click on OK and observe the change in the selection edges. Therefore, you've learned how to use Lasso, Polygon, and Magnetic Lasso tools to perform freehand, straight, and complex edge selections, respectively. Quick Selection and Magic Wand tools. This is Quick Selection tool, and it allows us to quickly paint over a selection around the desired object or an area. The time-saver key is the letter W. Here you have an image. Now select the tool and let's paint over the image using it. As you paint, you can see the selection, which expands and includes the other defined edges within the selection. This is an easy way to make a selection in an image or a document. The corresponding options of this tool are the New Selection, Add or Subtract Selection. You can select this Add option and try adding more portions to the selection in the image. You can click on the area which you want to add in the selection. Then select this Subtract option, and now click on the image to remove some areas from the selection. The Brush option lets us change the selected brush's properties. When you click on this small triangle, you get all the options in it. In the brush diameter, you can adjust the size of the brush as you click and move the slider. When you click and move the hardness slider, it will define the smoothness of the brush. You can also change the spacing of the brush as you click and move the slider. This angle will rotate the angle position of the brush. Here you can specify a value, or just click and rotate the cursor in this preview. Then the brush roundness can be changed when you click and move on the option. Finally, you can select any of the options from the size. Then when you click outside the option, you'll see the changes are being applied to the brush. Sample All Layers option will sample all the layers instead of selecting only the current layer. Next, the Auto Enhance option will reduce the roughness and make the selection low on the edges of the image. Using Refine Edge option, you can change the smoothness, contrast, and other properties of the selection. Now, I think that this option should be very familiar to you, as you already saw it on the Marquee Tools options. Magic Wand tool. This tool does a magic job in Photoshop, as its name itself indicates. You have this tool as a hidden tool under Quick Selection tool. So do a long click on it to select the tool. This is the Magic Wand tool, and it enables us to select the area with consistency of colors instead of tracing the outline of an image. Now select the tool and click on an area that needs selection. You'll see the areas have similar color being selected. The options of this tool are: you can perform new, add, subtract, and intersect selections using options. Tolerance option will select the similar pixels in the image. It ranges between 0 and 255. When you lower the value, fewer colors are selected, and when you raise the value, more colors are selected. Let's increase the value by clicking on the option and dragging. Now click on the image wherever you want to do the selection, and here you'll find the difference using this option. Using the Anti-Alias option, you can get a smooth edge selection, and the Contiguous option selects the areas with the same color and also in the entire image. The Sample All Layers option selects the colors from all visible layers, and you've already discussed this Refined Edges option under Marquee Tool. Hence, using the Quick Selection and Magic Wand tools, we have performed selections in simpler methods. Crop, Slice, and Slice Selection tools. The Crop tool enables us to remove the unwanted part of the image for either proper focusing or to increase the composition level in the image. Its shortcut key is C. Now you have a poor composition image. Let's make it a well-composed image using this tool. Just select the tool from the toolbar and then click and drag the cursor on the image as you need. Now you can view the bounding box over the cropped area, and the rest of the areas are dimmed. To apply the cropping, click on the Commit icon, or you can press the Enter key on the keyboard. Wow, now that's simply amazing, isn't it? The unwanted obstacles are removed with the help of this tool. The options of this tool are the width, height, and resolution options, where you can specify any numerical values in each option, which performs correspondingly to it. Front image option takes the values for the above-mentioned parameters from the front image. The clear option will clear all the parameters which you have specified. Now, click and drag the cursor on the image to perform cropping with the specified values in the options. As you drag, you'll note the cursor will not move beyond a certain distance, and this indicates to us to commit the cropping. When you click on the shield color icon, you can choose a color from the color picker for the shield. Then click on OK, and you'll note the change of color. You can also adjust the transparency of the shield color using the opacity option. When you click on the option and move the slider towards the right, the shield becomes darker. The perspective option lets us perform a perspective cropping. Now, if you want to apply the cropping, you could click on the commit icon, or else click on the cancel icon to quit. Slice tool. This slice tool enables us to slice an image. Slicing lets us optimize each part of the image depending on the individual optimized setting. You have 3 different slicing uses, and they are user slice, layer-based slice, and auto slice. When you use Slice tool, to slice an image, it creates user-based slice. Then, slice created from layers are known as layer-based slices. As you create any of the above-mentioned slices, the auto slice will automatically create slices for the rest of the other part of the image. Just select the tool, simply click and drag the cursor over the area where you need to slice first. Now, automatically, we'll see the slice number over each slicing. Similarly, you can draw slices in different parts of the image using the style options, normal, fixed aspect ratio, or size. Only the fixed aspect ratio and size require dimensions of width and height along with. Just select the fixed size option and specify the dimensions in it. And then click on the image where you want to slice. Now you can see the slices are created with the specified dimensions. Slice Select tool. The Slice Select tool lets us move the slices in an image. This tool is hidden in the Slice tool. Select the tool and let's move some slices, shall we? You can click and drag the cursor wherever you want to move the slices. You can select more than one slice by pressing the Shift key and click on the slices which you need to select. Now let's learn about its options and how helpful this tool is. Using these options, you can arrange the slices to front, forward, back, or backward. The Promote option allows us to create user slices in the unsliced area. Here you just click the unsliced area and then select the Promote option so that it creates a user slice in the empty area. You can divide the slices either horizontally or vertically using this Divide option. When you click on this option, its dialog box appears, where you can specify the values in the Divide Horizontal Into or Divide Vertical Into. And then you have various alignment options to align the slices, and you can use as needed. This Hide Auto Slice option will hide the auto slices. The Slice option allows us to set the option for currently selected slices. When you double-click the slice, you'll get its dialog box where you can specify the slice type, name, URL, target, message text, alternate tag when the image is not displayed properly. Dimensions, slice background, and its color can also be set. Then you can click on OK to set the values. If you view the image in a website, you can note the specified parameters got applied to the slices. Hence, you can crop and optimize images using the Crop and Slice tool, respectively.